Hello, everybody! Sorry about the technical difficulties. Feel better? Excellent! I'm getting the A-OK on our tech problems. So I am sorry about that little issue. But, you know, we are here, we are live, we've got it figured out, we got it worked out. It's technical, it's, you know, machines. What are you gonna do? You know, you push the button, and then the button does a light, and then the light turns red, and you're like, why did the light turn red? I don't know. I mean, I work in the IT field, and I still don't know why the button turns red. It's weird. Mysterious. Strange. But before we get too started tonight, we do have a bit of an announcement. Here we go. Kylie-mon! Thank you for joining the party! So now that brings us up just even closer to our final goal, which is, you know, the goal is aim to get 50 followers. I think my little counter thing is off, though. It tends to get out of sync with the actual like count. I have no idea why. But I still appreciate every single person out there who gives me a follow, kind of hangs out, whether you're chatting or not, doesn't matter to me. Just like sharing Final Fantasy with people, like playing games with people, like being a little snarky with people. And I did talk about that a little bit on Twitter. I didn't get any responses from anyone, but that's fine. I was mostly just pondering upon myself whether I should possibly try and spend more time on these streams being more introspective and thoughtful instead of just a snarky jokester. Because I don't want people to think I actually don't like these games. I love these games, with the exception of Final Fantasy II, which I still haven't got any answers on how that one was. People like that one. I'm waiting eagerly. Good faith argument. Still saying. I just want to know what people like about it because I am at a loss. But overall, I lost track of my thought. It ran away. Oh, right. If I should be more thoughtful and introspective or make snarky jokes because I don't want people to think I actually, you know, don't like the games I'm playing. I always just make jokes whenever I'm enjoying something. If I don't like something, I'm usually complaining or ranting or raving. But if I'm joking, I'm usually having fun because I'm just kind of a snarky, weird, riffing kind of guy. That's just who I am. So with that in mind, I think without further ado, we should switch things over and begin the game. Woo-hoo-hoo! Switching to game. There we go. Here we are, Final Fantasy VI. Now, as always, I will be reading all of the dialogue and doing voices for all of the characters. This is typical. I will warn you, if you're sensitive to things like, hey, there's some discontinuity between the voices, between the streams, and last time you did a voice like this, and this time you're doing it like this, I'm giving you a heads up right here. I tend to forget what voices I do for people. I try and keep track of it the best I can, and sometimes the voices evolve as I get more used to the characters and things like that. But I do make an attempt to try and keep it consistent. Oh, hey, Argo, nice to see you tonight. Oh, you're in for a treat then. This is my personal favorite one. 6 is a lot of fun. 6 is kind of much like 3 was for the NES generation. 6 is kind of the culmination of everything they learned development-wise up until this point. So it's kind of like the grand, the masterwork, if you will, of like everything they learned during their years working on the Super Nintendo. So this ends up being kind of like a lot of technique and a lot of style and everything like that. And it's just a real... I love this one. Well, this is the US Final Fantasy III. The original Final Fantasy III was on the original NES, and it was kind of the culmination of everything they had learned on how to use the NES hardware and all the different design techniques they had learned from Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. But in the terms of the US version of 3, that's actually 6 here. The ancient war of the Magi. When its flames at last receded, only the charred husk of a world remained. Even the power of magic was lost. In the 1,000 years that followed, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic, and life slowly returned to the barren land. Yet, there now stands one who would reawaken the magic of ages past, and use its dread power as a means by which to conquer the world. Could anyone truly be foolish enough to repeat that mistake? Well, here we are to repeat mistakes. This looks like a good enough spot. There's a city. Hard to believe an Esper's been found frozen here after 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Bah, probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident the intel was good. Ah yes, our witch. I hear she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? Relax. With that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. The girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. Have we told her to breathe lately? We'll approach from the east. Move out. Are they not going to play the credits? I swear I remember that in the original Super Nintendo one, there was actually like opening style credits on top of this. Still, it's a wonderful song. Just seems kind of weird not to have anything going on, just these 3 suits of armor marching across the snow. Luckily, this time it's foolishness and people who are just plain evil. Twofer! Alright, can we skip this? You're not going to put any text or anything over it. Well, yes, that would be worse. You can't skip it anymore. It's interesting. Like being maliciously incompetent. That's worse than being regularly incompetent. The girl takes point. And don't waste time on the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move. And instructions. All the same from the other games? Right. Yeah, they do put a little parallax effect during that opening thing where, like, you actually see, like, Narshe in the distance when they're marching forward. Imperial Magitech armor! Not even Narshe is safe anymore. And of course we get all of the toys right up front. Oh, they level up really quick. Stop them! For Narshe! You know, I am tempted to name her Luke. I want to say this is the first time we actually get Biggs and Wedge as, like, side characters in a Final Fantasy game. I don't remember them in any of the others. And I know they keep showing up after this. Oh, I don't blame you. It's... We've got them trapped now! Woof woof! Okay, there were 2 dogs before, and now there's just 1. So where did the doggy go? Bio Blaster that side, Fire Beam that side. Pincer attack's a new thing, too. I didn't realize that this was the first game that had pincer attacks like that. Which makes sense why they show it off right at the beginning, because it's like, this has never been in a Final Fantasy before. There's been back attacks and then, like, sneak attacks, but... Defend the mines! Whoa, what are those? Those were mammoths. I guess. They didn't look like mammoths. According to our source, some miners unearthed a frozen Esper in a new shaft they were digging. This must be it. Was it really necessary to, like, break formation like that? Do you want to learn about save points? I thought it was. It was one of those things where, like, I run into so many different characters, and I know some of the re-releases have retconned things, so I'm never 100% sure on that. No, I don't need to learn about save points. I know how to use save points. In with the were-rats. Although I do like their giant, like, huge, hanging open mouths. Bigson Wedge got to level 4! Question mark has not gained a single level. Re-releases of Final Fantasy 1 had them as randomized names for the Thief class? Really? I did not know that! I never used the randomized names, so... I guess that would explain why I'd never seen that, but that is neat. I know the reason I always get kind of apprehensive about saying this is the first appearance of something is because I know in, like, later releases they put Cid in Final Fantasy 1 in, like, some of the dialogue, despite the fact that when the game originally came out, there was no Cid. We're not handing over the Esper. Ymir! Get them! Da! Hold it! That thing's they must have trained it to guard the mines. What are you talking about? You know what this is? Have you ever heard of a lightning whelk? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores it in its shell. Right. So whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Got it. Missile to the head. Rock. Okay, I'm gonna heal up really quick. And then we're gonna see what happens when we do attack the shell, because why not? Oh, I love the Kingdom Hearts final mixes. Like, I am so glad they finally released them in the States. With, like, the HD versions. Like, because I absolutely... Kingdom Hearts is, like, next to, like, Final Fantasy, like, some of my favorite stuff. And that's what happens if you attack the shell. You get, like, half of Wedge's health is now gone. Which, let's be honest, is kind of funny. Rock. Yeah, I know, you go back in your little hole. Rock. Dead? Thought so. I am sorry, Ymir. It did not have to be this way. Maybe we see each other again in the old country. And question mark still doesn't get a level up. Nice jazzy mix. So, this is the frozen Esper? Wom wom wom.
My name is Tritosh.
What? This thing's giving me the creeps. Something's not right. The frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Where's that coming from? Ah! What was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey, what's going on? They got sent to the cornfield. And it was all a dream. You have no idea how long, when I first played this as a kid, it took me to realize that I could move when I was in that bed. Where am I? My. And I only just removed the crown. My head hurts. Easy there. This is a slave crown. Some people call it an Oculus Rift. The others were using it to control you. It was robbing you of your thoughts, making you do whatever they told you, forcing you to sign up for a Facebook account. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll all come back to you. In time, that is. A mysterious young woman born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Gastalian Empire. Of course. They won't let you do this with your controller, so you have to do it. There. Next best thing? I've always been tempted to put in their last names in here. That is actually her canonical last name. Although if you want to go true with the Japanese, that's her actual name, but just call her what she always was called, and yes. Some characters and symbols may not display properly. I know they mean, like, text characters, like the letters. But I like the idea that if you give certain characters certain names, the whole character becomes corrupted. My name is Terra. Impressive! I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. Doggos. Open up. We're here for the Magitech armor pilot. Open this door right now. Hand over that girl. She's an agent of the Empire. Empire? Magitech armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't going to listen to reason. This way! Quickly! Make your way out of town and through the mines. I'll try and buy you some time. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, in, like, some of the Pixel remasters, there's actually, like, a thing where you can have, like, it'll come up with, like, an entry thing for using the controller, but then it won't work properly. It seems like by this point, they've just dropped it and switch you to keyboard and mouse as soon as, like, you get to the text entry section. It's just kind of like, well, at least they realized it didn't work. Up there! Let's see here. Ah yes, I was just thinking I needed a spritz. Oh jeez. I forgot how slow the ATB bar moves at first in this game. Bye, Biggs and Wedge. Oh, wow. That's crazy. You had that much trouble with Oblivion on it? I guess I never really... The only time I ever really had to do any text entry in Oblivion is when I typed in my name at the beginning of the game. Because I never really named any of my magic items or spells or anything. I just went with whatever defaulted in there. Die, were-rat! Were-rat? There, rat. There, rat. A sleeping bag. That's such a downgrade from, like, shelters and cottages as to go from sleeping bags and tents. What about my yurt? I'm gonna miss my yurt in this game. Hey, we finally got a level up. There she is. Dead. My sweet little magic user. With this slave crown, you'll be all mine. Good. Good. Burn them all to a crisp. Soldiers of the Empire! We stand at the dawn of a new age! The lost power of magic has returned to us! We have been chosen! The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world! Oh, they changed the salute! Oh my god! I will just say this, in the original version of the game, they only raised one of their arms. I can give you a guess why they ended up changing it. Nothing shall stand in our way! Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gestalt! Took you long enough? Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume? A treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler, searching the world over for relics of the past. Lock Cole. Yes, he was Locke. I prefer the term treasure hunter. Huh, semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Anyway, is there something you need me to do? There is indeed. I met the girl. Girl, you don't mean. The city guard is pursuing her as we speak. This city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but won't use it. The people are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistance group like the Returners. I tried to explain that to the Empire, that the Empire was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. Alright. So you want me to get her out of Narshe? That would be the idea. Make your way to Figaro for the time being. Ah, Figaro. See? He knows how to fall properly. There she is! Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I don't know if they quite have what it takes to overthrow the Empire. They do have enough strength to, like, repel them, but that's... I think it's mostly due to their location. Like, they're in, like, when we get to the world map, you'll see, they're in a little corner of, like, a mountain range. So, like, they have the tactical advantage to repel the Empire, but they kinda just... And they have resources, but they don't... I mean, they've got all the mines and everything, but I don't know if they have... I guess what they're trying to say is, like, they're too independent, as in, they don't want to join forces with the other, free states to, like, create a united force to push back against the Empire. And they're all too like, no, we don't want to work with all of you. We've got our toys here, and we don't want to bring them over to your house, because then they'll get dirty. Or something. Wonderful. There's a bunch of them. Yeah, pretty much. Moogles, are you saying you want to help? Many Mogs. But also including the original Mog, the legendary one. Who's us to protect Clara from the guards? Would you like an explanation? No, I know how it works. You switch between them and... Okay, so... Okay, that's the button that I use to switch. Okay. I'm pretty sure Tomberries are in this one. When I originally played it, on the original, on the Super Nintendo, they weren't called Tonberries. They were given a different name, but they had the sprite for a Tonberry. And they had the knife. Now there's the actual Mog. Who they actually playfully refer to as a legendary warrior in Final Fantasy XIV. When you talk to the Moogles, they mention the fact that there was a legendary warrior named Mog who wielded a lance. They're natives to these mountains. They regularly, I assume, have to hunt these things. Yeah, that would be it. Pugs. That's what they were called. And it wasn't until like years later that I was realized the fact that they were talking about Tonberries at the time. Mogsy, Mogwin, Mugmug, and Cosmog. You couldn't steal. Really? Are we starting out like this? Really? Switch really quick here. Why? Because gimme. Remove all. Thank you. You don't need it. You have a dance move. Speaking of which, I didn't get a chance to use the dance yet. The Twilight Requiem dance. Ooh. How did all those rocks only do 20 damage? Hey, he has mithril equipment. That I won't be able to get my hands on that for a little while, so I'll take it. There we go. Mogret is dead. That is puntastic. Oh, Hmm. Oh. I regret not healing up before that fight. There. Oh, and do I have the equipment now? Mithril knife, mithril shield. I like the fact that I actually get to keep the mithril knife I stole when I died. Alright, all Mogs attack! Unleash Fuzz! Moggy's dead! Again. There we go. That should be a dance Mog learns. You know, Nuclear War Samba or something. Oh, we got a high potion and a potion out of that. Thanks, Moogles. We're in your debt.
Kapow, 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 kapow.
What? The God Moogle.
Kapow, kapow, kapow.
This switch oughta... Alright, does anyone else think that switch looks like a skull? I have thought that for ages, but I'm not ever been 100% sure. Because it also could be like, just a thing in the wall with like a pull string off of it. Eh? You back with us now? You saved me. Save your thanks for the Moogles. Especially the God Moogle. He, always collects on those favors. I can't remember a thing. It's like my mind's trapped in a fog. You lost your memory? The man said it would come back eventually. So you've got amnesia. Don't worry, I won't leave your side until your memory returns. Huh? I'm not gonna up and abandon someone just because they lost their memory. I'll keep you safe, I promise. Blink, blink. Oh, a Google! That would be so much better than what I... Yeah. This is a school for beginning adventurers. Despite all our recent advances in technology, the outside world remains full of monsters we know little about. Here we provide advice to travelers brave enough to face its many dangers. Yes, but you also have free items, and that is the important part. Recovery. This is the water from a recovery spring. It'll restore your HP and MP. They're all throughout the world, so keep on the lookout. Oh, yeah, I know. You can set the battle mode to wait in the config menu. You can take all the time you want to select spells or items in battle without having to worry about being attacked. You might find this room to be more useful after you've gained some experience out in the world. A lot of the things you'll hear in here might not make much sense until you've gotten your feet wet. Well, it's snowing outside, so my feet are wet. Obtained a potion. It's empty. Bushido techniques can be unleashed only after required power from the skill question has been built up. You can select actions for other characters while the power-up builds. I mean, that's why I went to college. You know, they said it was for the degree and the career opportunities. Really, I just liked having access to food. Something to note about the Reflect spell. Reflect doesn't block spells that have already been reflected once. You can use this to your advantage. Casting Reflect on an ally, then cast attack spells on the same person to bounce them off on an enemy. Get it? Desperate times can bring out strength you never knew you had. Critically wounded characters may occasionally perform a powerful hidden technique when you select attack. I have only ever seen a critical attack like that happen I want to say maybe 3 times in all the years I've ever played this game. Fire, ice, and lightning are the 3 principal elements. They are represented by the spells Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, respectively. Don't ask why lightning is represented by thunder. Also, don't ask what thunder is weak to. We don't know. The Reflect spell remains active for only a short time and will not reflect certain lore magic. Allow me to explain a few specialized battle commands. Runic absorbs magic and turns an MTP. At least not until Final Fantasy X when they add water. Then it's been disturbed. Boosts magic, Rains and Rage. So this essentially is the room where they explain all the mechanics for the characters you will not have for a couple hours. And by the time you get back to this room, where you can actually use those characters, or have seen those characters, and come back here, yeah, pretty much they added Lugia. Although they didn't ever add, a Ho-Oh, which was just more fire? Status effects are represented by different colors. Blue is Reflect. Yellow is Protect. Green is Shell. Red is Haste. White is Slow. Pink is Stop. We just, it was the only one left. Defend halves your damage, yes. LRR can target all enemies. You know what? You guys are all very nice. This is not our first game. Hi. Damage is more severe when the enemies have you surrounded. Well, there's Fire, Firaga, Firagan, Faraza. I think Za is the most powerful version. Monster in a box? I was tricked! Ah, the treasure in this room was in the pot. Yes, I know, there's a save room. Yeah. Let's head out of here now. If you try to go back in... is that... Hey! Run away! It's not safe here. You better hightail it, Figaro. But yeah, see, it's like Narshe is wedged into this little crevice. Oh wow, they added it so the, you can see the places you haven't visited yet on the map now. For the longest time, it took me forever to realize that they're rabbits sitting on top of a thing of lettuce. Like, I thought it was like a whole, like a bush monster of some sort. Like, but it was like evil cauliflower or something, and they just called it a leaf bunny or whatever. Sorta, yeah. I mean, they've always kind of had that. In, like, 5, they had it so... But you only could do it if you looked at... Like, you could go to the world map, and it would show you all the places you had been. But if you used the world map item out of your inventory, it would also show you all the places you haven't been. Which really would have helped my playthrough a lot if I had realized that earlier. Halt! Oh, it's you. Go ahead. I'll eventually get through this castle. Yeah, I just didn't realize the fact that you could get, like... Because you pick up the world map really early on, and for some reason, it's like, I never really bothered with it, because I'm like, I can open a world map already. And eventually I just tried it on a whim, and I was just kind of like, Oh, this would have been way helpful finding things. You mean, this young woman is... Huh. Oh. Who are you? Oh, my apologies. How rude of me to turn my back on a lady on our very first meeting. The young king of Figaro Castle, imperial ally and champion to the technological revolution. Edgar. Tempted. Really tempted. I'm Edgar, the king of Figaro. Surprised that someone like me knows a king? Well, I'll catch you two later. Where's he going? So you're an Imperial soldier, right? Don't worry. Figaro and the Empire are allies. Feel free to rest here for as long as you'd like. It's not in my blood to harm a lady. Why are you being so unkind to me? Is it because of my abilities? Oh, huh. Well, I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Second, I'm dying to know if I'm your type. And I guess your abilities would rank distant third. What? What's the matter? Guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. Suppose some girls would have felt something from those words. But not me. And this is when we get our very first taste of the fact that Terra here is, some people believe, and some people decide to headcanon, and, because there's very much textual evidence to lean towards it, and a completely asexual character. She does not really pick up on that sort of thing, and it doesn't really, even when she recognizes that people are flirting with her, it does not do anything for her. Sand. Sand. More sand. Steel. That's the other way to interpret it, but she does seem to recognize when she's being flirted with. She makes a point, right there, that she mentions the fact that it's she recognizes that he was actively, trying to flirt with her, and that other girls probably would have felt something in response to that, but she doesn't. Now, whether that's because of what happened to her, or the fact of other things going on in her story, it's kind of up to your own interpretation. There's nothing that absolutely says she's asexual. There's nothing that says she isn't, and the clues could go either way, really. That's my stuff! I don't think anyone at Square Enix has ever officially, come out and said one way or the other. Scholars all over the world are busy studying magic, but you can only learn so much by something without seeing it. The ancients once wielded a force known as magic. Those who mastered the art were called magi. It's also very unclear about when exactly they, put the slave crown on her. Because they don't really, they only have one sprite for her for the whole game. So it's not like she has a different sprite that's oh, well, see, when she was a child, she didn't have it on, but she was with the Empire, and... So it's very ambiguous in terms of, when she had the slave crown installed. Why ban fun? Well, because fun tried to destroy the entire planet 1,000 years ago. Not yet. I want to talk to people. Our king showers his attention on women. Young, old, pretty, plain, no one's safe. Not so long ago, the king tried to hit on the high priestess. Oh, did she ever let him have it? Huh. Also, they didn't really ban fun. It's not like magic's illegal or anything. It's just no one can do it. His Majesty said he'd marry me when I get old enough. Now that's a red flag. Edgar has a twin brother, you know. He was such a nice boy, always thinking of his family. Edgar, what's wrong with Dad? That's not... Why is everyone talking about a successor? I don't like that voice either. Are you blind? Haven't you seen how thin his face has become? What do you mean? Edgar! Are you... crying? Edgar's twin brother, who traded the throne for his own freedom. Sabine. Bone saw. How many characters do I get here? Okay, so I can only use up to 6 characters or 12 half-width characters. I don't know what that means. But their text box doesn't ever cap at anything. There's literally no limit to the length I can type in here. I don't get it. You know how to put a limit on the text boxes. The original games had them. Ah, yes, Sabin. I'm sure he's a fine young man by now. He was just a boy when he left, even smaller than his brother. That is not what the flashback showed. I often wonder where he is now and what he's doing. I mean, it's probably... I just find it hilarious because it's like... You took something that worked, and then you ported it over and actively broke it. I don't know why. I mean, probably because they changed, like, how it works, because they have that whole 6 full characters or 12 half character type thing. Which... Oh. Apparently I could just leave? No. Dang it. So you can't... Oh, it's just you. Yeah, it's just me. And here's our first cameo from games of yesteryear. I'm Lone Wolf, the pickpocket. I know. You stole my treasure, you bastard. That's what I get for letting you out of prison last game. You went and stole everything from me. Figaro Castle engine room is down those stairs. The engines are currently undergoing maintenance, so we can be ready to move at a moment's notice if the need arises. I'm sorry I can't let you go down there. Why does it look like there's another staircase right here? Secret staircase. Bum, 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 bum. Right, now I think I have to go to, if I remember correctly... I always hated this part because it's like... You can go to the place where you have to rest, but it won't do anything until you've triggered the proper sequence of events. Characters whose height is 1-to-1 with its width, the other has a 1-to-2 ratio. So, like, half width would be, like, I, lowercase t, lowercase l, and full width would be like W, E, D. Nope, still can't get it. Need to go talk to someone else, apparently. I've already talked to both of you. The king's brother was so disgusted by the manner of succession that he fled the castle and never looked back. I've heard tell that the entire matter was settled by the flip of a coin. So they flipped a coin, and that's how they decided who was going to be in charge of the kingdom. Hello. Well, how do you like my castle? King Edgar, there's someone here from the Empire to see you, sire. Kefka, no doubt. And now it's our proper introduction. Phooey! Emperor Gestal's stupid orders. Edgar, you pinhead! Why do you have to live out in the middle of a stinking desert? These recon jobs are the pits. There's sand on my shoes. All gone, sir. Pathetic idiots. Sir Kefka, what in the world brings you two? Out of my way! I'm pretty sure Piedmon was based off of Kefka. You wouldn't be thinking of invading my kingdom next, would you? We have an alliance. An alliance with this miserable little sandpit? Don't make me laugh. I hear you've been busy down south, taking over a country or three. Just what is the Empire up to? That's none of your concern. What brings Emperor Gestal's own court mage, Kefka, to my humble castle? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she might have found refuge here. This wouldn't have anything to do with that, witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? Lies. She merely stole something of minor value. She here? Oh, that's a tough one. There are more girls in here than grains of sand out there. A man can't possibly keep track of them all. Oh, Edgar. You know, you only stand to lose trying to hide her from us. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. Oh, that was weird. Wonder what he meant by that. I didn't like the sound of that. Where's Tara? Take her to her room. I'd love to stay and chat, but the Chancellor and I have some planning to do. Being a king's not all tea and crumpets. Now, if you'll excuse me. Follow me. You just try and go around the stairs? Like, I know this is the room. I've been here many times. And somehow you teleported here. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you around like this without giving you a chance to rest. Locke, right? Edgar told me about it. Is it true that you're a thief? I am a treasure hunter. On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. Truth is, he's collaborating with an underground resistance group called the Returners. I serve as their go-between. The old man you met in Narshe? He's one of us too. The Empire? But I'm an Imperial soldier. None anymore. They were using you. That's all. Things are different now. We're using you. It's just... I don't know what I should do. Whenever I try to think, it just makes my head hurt even worse. All that matters is that you make your own decisions from now on. Try not to think too hard right now. You'll know what to do when the time comes. But how will I know which choice is right? Huh? The music got all ominous. What in the... You have to say this for Kefka. He set rock on fire. I have no idea. The slave crown thing is never really quite fleshed out, but it essentially, like, literally robs her of any sort of free will. So I'm imagining, like, that ability to think for herself has completely atrophied to the point where it's like a sore muscle when you try and move it after not using it forever. So thinking for herself just gives her headaches. That's the best I've ever been able to figure it out. What's going on? It's the Empire. Kefka, he set rock on fire. What do you think you are doing? Fire! 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 Yeah, no, it is not healthy, and the Empire is not great about, like, humanitarian, like, experimentation. As is evidenced by Kefka, who is the result of yet another experiment. I guess I don't really ever go too much into Kefka's backstory in this too much, unless you talk to, like, all the NPCs, but yeah, essentially, he was robbed of any sort of, like... Much like Terra could not have free thought and free actions, the experiments done on Kefka ended up robbing him of being able to feel any sort of emotion. So he turns into a complete nihilist who doesn't see value in any sort of, like, human life or anything, because he ultimately believes everything is ultimately pointless. That's why he doesn't have a problem doing stuff like this. Bring me the girl. Now. I have no idea what you're talking about. Alright, Argo, you take care. Have a wonderful night. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, then enjoy the barbecue. Get her ready. Yes, sir. Had a change of heart? It seems I have no choice. Or perhaps I do. Oh my! The brave and noble king abandons his people to save his own skin. How utterly delightful! Jump! Alright, sink her into the sand. Yahoo! Figaro, dive mode, engaged! Witness the glory of Figaro! Flap. Go! Kill them! Back attack. And I would be remiss if I did not trigger this scene. Oh! What's the matter, Edgar? What made you jump like that all of a sudden? Did you just see what I saw? You did, right? Right? Yeah, kid's really something. Really something? That was magic. Magic. Magic? She used magic? Whisper. Terra, Your name was Terra, right? What? What exactly was that just now? I'm sorry. No, we're the ones who should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make it like such a big deal out of it. No, nor I. It just surprised me. I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you... It doesn't matter, does it, Edgar? Terra can use magic. We can't. That's all there is to it. The fact is, her magic could really help us right now. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Edgar. Swoon. So she knows Cure and Fire, and that's like it. We get no XP for that for some reason. Bravo, Figaro! Hop, 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 hop. You son of a sandworm! You'll pay for this! That was great. Were those bad people? I'm scared. Terra, there's someone we'd like you to meet. Like I told you before, we're members of the Returners. Would you be willing to meet with our leader? Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic. That Esper reacted to your magical powers. There's got to be a relationship. I don't know any more than you do. These powers just come naturally to me. But no human is born with the powers you have. Forgive me. What should I do? The Empire will be coming after us. And they want your powers for their own. And if they get them, the world is pretty much done for. Terra, you want to understand your own powers, don't you? Then I think you should meet with Bannon. He may be able to help you find out more about why you have them. Please, Edgar's right. There's a cave just to the south of here that leads to South Figaro. Let's head in that direction. And now my probably least favorite part? The Mode 6 Chocobo riding? Like, wait, this is a thing right here? I gotta be honest here. I have played this game. I have gone through this game. I have played it multiple times. Never all the way. I've only ever played it to completion once when I was very young. I didn't know this was a thing. According to this, what is this? There's a Chocobo stable here. Because you don't just find wild Chocobos anymore. You have to get them from a stable and rent them. Yeah, go for it. You do that. There you go. And then you do that. Then put that. 100 gil. Fine. Woohoo! Chocobo! Now we get the actual music. Techno de Chocobo. Do Welcome to the food, the food. That's where we need to go. That's the cave. Doop. Like how it does like the little like speak and spelling of Chocobo. It's just cute. Alright. Well, with that in mind, I think it's time for our break for the night. So we're gonna take about a few minutes here. I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs, get myself something to drink to like quench the throat here because Kefka's voice is tricky. And actually it's Locke's voice that actually does a little bit more on my throat than Kefka's. Kefka's just really high pitched. Anyway, we're gonna take a moment here, go ahead, stretch your legs, everything like that. See you back here in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. We are ready to take on the cave to South Figaro. King Edgar, where are you headed, sire? Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. I will make for the returner headquarters in the north. Return to the castle and pass the word along. Understood, sire. Take care. Did everyone get that? Recovery spring! Like how it doesn't even tell you what the recovery spring does at this point. It's just kind of like, here, look, it's a recovery spring. We told you at the beginning what they do. You know. We good? Okay. Hornet and Bopper? There we go. I missed that. That auto crossbow, man. Oof. So Edgar's whole thing is he's a machinist, which means he gets to use a bunch of different tools as weapons. Let's see. We can actually just activate auto battle at this point, because to be honest, it's just going to be fire, auto crossbow, fire, auto crossbow, fire, auto crossbow. An ether. So back when I originally played this, I was a kid, maybe 10, 11 years old. Sure, learn plays on that. And I absolutely fell in love with this game. Like, it actually was like my world for the longest time. It took me pretty much a year to beat it. And that was with like things like Game Genie to, you know, minimize stress factors and things like that. Still took me the better part of a year to beat the game. But it became a very important game to me in that time. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a little bit serious here. Heads up if anyone has any sensitivity issues regarding mental health, but I developed bipolar disorder at a very young age. How young, it's not really possible to know. Possibly before I could even, read. Based on what little, research we've been able to figure out over the years with my family and everything. But I was a kid who was in 3rd grade who was doing self-harm, actively doing things like like I said, hurting myself in different ways and things like that. And it was this game that, above everything, at the time, was the thing that motivated me to keep going. There was such... And we'll get to it eventually. I mean, you'll see. But I wasn't joking earlier when I mentioned the fact that, one of the big things with Kefka is nihilism. It's one of those things where feeling like life is pointless, and the protagonists of the game are very much built around the story of trying to find purpose in their own lives and something to live for. It helped. It really helped for a kid who was dealing with very much those same issues. So I just wanted to share that little bit, because, I said early in the stream, I'd share what made a big deal about... Wait, who is that? There's a mysterious, strange figure walking around. Our shops carry weapons, armor, and relics at the utmost quality. But yeah, so... Sorry for getting a little emotional there, but I said at the beginning of the stream that I would talk about that, and I figured that would be... Going through a dungeon seems like a decent time to share that story. Beyond Mount Kolts lies the Saber Mountains. Okay. Where... I've got 7,000 gil. Welcome to South Figaro. None of you recognize the king, do you? At all. What kind of dummies would go and make the Empire mad? A profound question from a young girl. I wonder if it'll really come to war. Maybe I should return home now before it's too late. Is this not your home? I mean, you're walking around down here. Oh. The city's eastern border. So attacking there would... Hey! What do you think you're doing? Barging in here when I'm trying to write a letter. Sorry. I may be the richest man in town, but even that doesn't keep me from being startled. Talk to me! There's always a nasty draft in this room. Where did it come from? I'm afraid to catch a cold. My dad's super important, so important people come here for... Important people come for dinner all the time. Even General Lee... General Lee... forgot what I was gonna say. Clang, 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 clang. I'm Magitech armor. though I'm sure there's nothing conspiratorial happening here. Everyone here seems as innocent as can be. What is this area? Like, there's not a door here. This entire area is just... you can go, like, to the sides. And it's just like this little empty area that's down here. I have never in my life figured out what the point of this is. Like, this is like the greeting area. There's a carpet, there's a fire, all that stuff. I get that. But, like, that little area at the bottom there, it's like... is this your garage? I don't know. Fine, you could buy a noise blaster and a bio blaster. So you can use a mithril dagger, mithril sword. Swords. Give her a great sword. Give him a mithril sword. I could get her a hairband, but they would all deal better with, like, plumed hats. Okay, so based on that, let's see here. Plumed hat. No, the armor's fine. Plumed hat and the cotton robe. And plumed hat and the kenpo gi. Oh yeah, I was supposed to give them the heavy shields. There. Should give them enough. Stat them up for the next journey. Did you see how cool Castle Figaro looked as it moved through the sand? No? Well, I suppose that's what would have been kind of hard with being underground and all. I was just thinking that, like, no, kid, no. It's underground. Why would you be able to see it? The big house at the north end of town belongs to the richest family here. Yes. This town's defenses are tight. Even with their magic armor, the Imperials won't find it easy to get inside. So, this town's defenses are tight, as in, it's very defensive, not we are on a tight budget. Right? Am I reading that right? Or is it tight like slang? Like, yo, our defenses are tight, yo. I suppose. Could be. My husband, Duncan, is a martial artist. He's famous in Figaro to the north. He took his student to Mount Kolts for meditation and training, so he probably won't be back for a while. Aww. Meditation and training. That sounds boring. No, it's not boring? War. My grandpa used to be a servant for the richest family in town. I don't like strangers. Bring me some cider and maybe I'll talk to you. Why do I feel like there should be air quotes around the word cider there? Bring me some cider. So if you were ever wondering why I spent so much time in the earlier games running around and looking for hidden items along every sort of pot and pan that I could find, yeah, this game's why. This game, from a very young age, taught me, look at everything. Head east and you'll see Mount Kolts. I thought Mount Kolts was to the north, or Figaro was to the north. Something was to the north. A teleport stone! Yay! Does that evolve my Pokemon? Maybe? Alright, next is the Relic Shop. You can gain all kinds of abilities by equipping relics. These shoes double my walking speed. Watch this. Dead. Hi.
Relics can give you a variety of abilities. For example, switch shoes double your walking speed. A gauntlet lets you hold a weapon with both hands to increase damage. The Knight's Code makes you shield arrows in combat. Dragoon boots allow you to perform jump attacks. Person can equip up to 2 relics.
Thank you for the tutorial, small fuzzy thing. I don't have a ton of money here. I definitely want a sprint shoe. I have enough to get... Oh wait, I should sell some of my stuff here. Like I don't need the bucklers. Or those. Mithril Sphere is really nice. I can't equip it on anybody. I can sell it for money, though. I'm tempted. That's better attack damage than anything I've got right now. Alright, so with that in mind... Everyone gets a star pendant to protect from poison, because it's like the most annoying thing in the world. Alright, so with that said, I think we're done in the town. I don't know what else we could do. Oh wait, there was the mysterious man. We never found the mysterious man. Mysterious man music. You look like that student of Duncan's. The man at the counter's got a nasty look about him. I hear the Empire has been invading one town after another. I wonder how safe we are in South Figaro. Duncan's been training his boy, Vargas, along with the other students. He's always grumbling about how the kid never seems to be making any progress. Kids aren't allowed in here? Okay. Mark. Right. Ignore us and maybe we'll just disappear. Back off, Locke. This guy looks familiar. He comes and goes like the wind, swearing allegiance to no one. Hidden behind a wintry gaze, a face lies a face, none known to no one who lives. Shadow. I had a friend in high school actually cosplayed as this guy. It was awesome. Yeah, that's Shadow, all right. He's an assassin. He'd kill his own best friend for the right price. Guess we'd better steer clear of him. On my way. I gotta get this cider over to the old-timer. Cause see, some of us have jobs. Now scram! Way hey, the cider man comes. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Do I have enough coin left over for a night at the inn? Yes. Oh, I don't? I don't have 80. Okay, I only have 36 gil. Never mind. I guess I'm not going to the sleep. Off we go. Let's go head up north here. Huh.
It's a little house.
Huh? What's that smell? Oh. Is it the wacky tabaki? These flowers. He always liked these. This tea was his favorite. A potion. He always liked potions. These dishes, they're just like the ones he always used. Rest for a bit? Oh wait, no. I did want to rest for a bit. Rest for a bit? He always used to rest for a bit. No. Could Sabin be living here? Hey, do you happen to know where I could find the man who lives here? Sure do. Left a couple days ago as soon as he heard Master Duncan had been killed. Headed up to the mountains. They say Duncan's son Vargas is missing too. Don't like it. Not one bit. Okay. Who were you? Did you just... The exposition fairy? An unseelie. They all have wrenches. Crossbow. The mithril. Ooh, a mithril wrench. Fancy. The grass here appears to be huge. I don't know how to pronounce their names. Zagrem? Zajrim? Just gonna call them Z's. Take that, Z's. Disease. Ah, they're diseases. treasure's down there, but... yeah, you have to... Woolly bullies! Animals in their natural habitat! Kill them! Well, that would be better. Let's see here. More diseases. Okay. I'm gonna assume since this is a not obvious path, this will lead to something optional. I do like the little cinder sparks that fly off when Terra casts fire. Gigas glove. What's that do? Glove said to add to power, boost the powers with physical attack. Okay. Well, that'd probably be best for you? Okay, it's a relic. I was thrown off by the glove icon. Yeah, it does do an extra, like, give him an extra, like, 20 damage. Oh! Do I have any Phoenix Downs? Items. Yes, I do. A mysterious figure. Is it Shadow? Okay, where does this go? Ah. A tent! Those are like sleeping bags, but for more than one people. Let's see. Nope. No hidden items. I will say that the less obtuse design. Hey, get back here. Like, it's never... never like 100% like open in terms of like dungeon design. There's never like more than 3 directions you have to pick from to go places. And I do appreciate that. It's like one of those things where it's like, especially like looking back now that I've played through so much of the franchise. Tent. Everybody gets their own tent. No matter whoever your leader of the party is will determine what your tent icon is. So every character gets a different tent. It's cute. But the fact that you can pretty easily figure out where you're going and stuff like that. You never have to worry about going down one path that's like 200, steps down this path, only to find out, oh, by the way, no, there's nothing really to do here. This is why I remember getting the star pendants. Because I remember these things poisoning the heck out of my party when I was back in the day. I'm actually kind of curious to see, like, how much... It's one of the biggest things I've been worried about, like, playing this game. Like, I was really excited to play it, but I was also really worried. Because it's one of those things, like, I've never come back and done a complete playthrough of this since I was a kid. I think I've played through, like, the first third of the game a couple half dozen times or so. Hey, that's a guy. We don't know who that is. It turns out to just be some random dude. But I'm always worried about the fact that it's like, oh, it's not going to be this precious childhood memory of yours. It turns out it's actually kind of garbage. I've been worried about that. But you know what? I think after playing through the franchise and everything, and only finding, like... Well, I mean, let's be honest here. Final Fantasy 2 was probably the weak point. But overall, just... seeing how much there is that does hold up. I think I'm finally, like, ready to, like, see this with, like, fresh eyes. Like, come back to it finally as a grown man and sit there and go, let's see what this is actually like. Maybe it won't be as good as I remember it, but that's fine. Nothing from your childhood ever is. You know? You could still enjoy it, but it probably will never have that sheen on it. Then again, I played this game when I was, as I mentioned before, a dark place in my life, so maybe I'll enjoy it a lot more. Saving sent you, didn't he? Who are you? Sabin? Is he here? You were the one sneaking around up there, weren't you? And if I was... doesn't matter who you are, I have no intention to surrender. Woe is the day you met me. It'll be the last day of your lives. We don't know who you are! So I can't attack him? That sucks. I like how no one else has any sort of reaction to her doing magic. Like, it's like, oh man, magic, how did... That's not possible, but... No, she just, you know. Aha! Block is still down quite a bit. Can you please steal from him? Please steal from him? I really want to see if he has anything decent. A potion. Does not have anything decent. Sorry, Tara, you're just on heal duty for this boss. Come on, what's the matter? I don't know what the matter is. We're kicking your butt, so I don't know. Enough of this. I'll send you all to the great beyond. That's enough, Vargas. If it isn't Sabin. Why, Vargas? Why did you kill Master Duncan? How could you murder your own father? The fool stubbed me. He's his only son. He chose you as his successor. It's not true. Our master. It's true and you know it. It's written that ugly sneer across your face. He wanted you to be his successor, not me. He knew that you had the most potential. I'm sick of listening to your lies. I've got far more than just the potential. Why don't you see for yourself? Blizzard Fist! Oh, Sabin. My father was right to see so much in you. I guess there's no avoiding this. Fate made us train together. Now fate will send you to your doom. Doomfist? Now. Get ready to join your beloved master. Why hold back, Sabin? Your time's almost up. It's actually really nice. Originally, when I played this game, there was never any explanation for what the blitzes were. Oh. Time to put an end to this. I need to use a blitz technique, like the master taught me. Select Raging Fist. Yeah. Yes. I've done this already. You already learned that technique? Vargas, if only you hadn't been so consumed by pride. So yeah, like I was saying, in the original, when I originally played this when I was a kid, there was no explanation really for like what the blitzes were. Like, well, there were, but the only places you could see them were in like the pause screen. Like you'd have to go into the menu and then look up the blitz selection, and then it would tell you what the button prompts were. In combat, you would just hit blitz, and it would sit there and like wait for you to give you like 30 seconds to input anything. And if you inputted it wrong, or you took too much time, it would just kind of sit there and wait, and then Sabin would attack and go, bad blitz input. And it's like you wouldn't know if you did something wrong, or what you did wrong, or anything like that. So it's just kind of like constantly like, But now it's like, here, pick which one you want to do, and we'll give you the on-screen prompts, and you can just push the buttons and do it. Which is nice. Sabin. Edgar? My brother? Brother? You're his twin brother? His brother? First I thought you were one of Vargas's bears. You thought I was a bear? I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, Edgar, what are you doing here? We're on our way to the Saber Mountains. To the Returners' hideout, no doubt. So, the wheels are finally turning. I've been watching from a distance, hoping the world would come to its senses. The way things were going, I was afraid Figaro would end up as a puppet state. A means of striking back has presented itself. There will be no more playing lapdog to the Empire. I'm through with that act. Think a bear like me would be of any help? Sabin, would you join us? I think Duncan would rest easier knowing his training helped bring peace to the world. Well then, let's get going. I got another 10. So I wonder if Auto Fight automatically does the blitz inputs. Nothing. We will see. Raging Fist. Yep, it just does it again. I love the animation for that. It's just this massive, just pow, 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 and like the screen shakes with the hits. It's like, it's nice. Okay. King Edgar, this way, please. Leaving. You sell sprint shoes, but that's about it. Ethers cost a bunch. Oh man. I guess that's the trade-off. Like, you can actually purchase them super early in this game, but the trade-off is, hey, oh. No, I have not spoken with whoever Bannon is. Edgar, this way, please. Alright, I'm going. A high potion. Save just in case. I'm assuming you're who I need to talk to? Bannon, we brought her with us. So, this is the girl. The one whom the Espers responded. Esper? It seems the Empire has complete control... Seems the Empire has had complete control over her. The carrier pigeons have kept me informed. I also heard that she wiped out 50 Imperial soldiers in mere minutes. No, that's not... Terra. For heaven's sake, Bannon, the girl doesn't remember anything. Hiding the truth won't change it. Perhaps you heard this story before? Once, when people were still pure and innocent, there was a box they were told never to open. But someone went and opened it anyway, and so unleashed all the evils of the world we know today. Pride, envy, greed, wrath, gluttony. The only thing that remained in the box was a single ray of light. Hope. Your power is a gift, not a curse. No matter what happens, you must remember that. You are this world's last ray of light. Final hope. And here we thought you were a finest fantasy. A final fantasy. Bannon. I've grown weary with the hour. Allow me to rest a while. He's kind of throwing a lot on her shoulders. This is kind of like, oh, it's all on you, kid. The Empire took someone important from me. I've hated it ever since. If no one stands up to the Empire, more people will be left like me. And that's why I joined the Returners. But there's no one important in my life. I have no family, no friends. That's not true. Even if it was, I'm sure there are people who feel that you're important to them. Those people could be counting on you. We're back to normal walking speed because Edgar has our sprint shoes. Stealing. Please, have the courage to join us in our battle. Stealing. White Cape. What does White Cape do? Items. Prevents imp and silence. Alright, let's see what else there is here. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but I do know that I trust my brother completely. He's always thought of my needs before his own, ever since we were little. I think you should trust him too. But don't tell him I said that. He'll turn red as a tomato. The Empire is snuffing out returners wherever it finds them. You have to find a way to strike back before it's too late. It's down here. Yes, rest a while. I'm the only one with MP. I need to recover my MP. I don't know about you and me, but I definitely need my MP. So, yeah, Edgar's in here. It's not an easy asking so much of you. And if we force our ideas on you, we're no different than the Empire. So, we want you to decide for yourself. Bannon? He went outside a minute ago. Have you made your decision? Will you become our last ray of hope? So the trick here is that depending on what you say, you get different items. I can't remember which one's which. It's tricky because one of them is an item that's like, there's only 2 of them in the game. And the other one is one that you'll be able to, like, buy later. But you know what? We're not doing this optimized style. This isn't the perfect run. This is a narrative, enjoyable, casual playthrough. You know what? Story-wise, I think Terra would want to become the last ray of hope. She's confused. She doesn't know what she's doing. But it's something. And it's something that she's given the choice to make herself. Now, we say that narratively. We know that in the grand scheme of things, there is no choice here. She's getting roped into this one way or the other. But, you know, we have the illusion of choice. She actually gets to make a choice, like, in character. And yes. Really? You will? But I'm scared. The uncertainty you're feeling is only natural. Terry, I want you to have this. What is it? A charm to keep you safe. Gauntlet. We picked the wrong one. I have a plan. Would you please gather everyone together? Well then, we all know that the Gestalian Empire is using its Magitech power to wage war. The question is, where did they get that power? I had Locke dig around for information. Oh wait, that was Edgar. It seems the Empire has been gathering scholars from around the world to study espers. Narshe's esper was the reason for the Imperial assault there. Are you saying there's some sort of connection between espers and Magitech? Espers and Magitech? Only one possible link comes to mind. You don't mean the War of the Magi. No. That's impossible. Inconceivable. My grandma used to tell me bedtime stories about magical machines. Hard to believe those stories were true. You're saying we're on the verge of a second War of the Magi? It's only a guess. The war took place 1,000 years ago, and every historian has different hypotheses. But one says that the energy drained from the espers was used to power machines, and that ordinary humans were also infused with that same energy. So, that's what Magitech power is. If we're going to fight Magitech enemies, we need Magitech weapons of our own. No! That would bring about another War of the Magi. And what do you propose? I was wondering if we might be able to have a chat with an Esper. With an Esper? It's risky. But that Esper reacted to Terra before. If we could just get it to react to her again, we just might be able to wake it up. Do you really think that would work? I can't say for sure, but I believe it's our best shot. Of course, we can't do anything without Terra's help. Terra. I'll do it. I'm not entirely sure I understand the plan, but What the hey? Sounds like it'll be fun. What was that? That noise just now. Bannon, sir! South Figaro? What's wrong? What's happened? The Empire's taken South Figaro. They're headed this way. Who could have possibly seen this coming? They must have had some sort of inside intelligence somehow. But who? Who could it have been? So they found us. We haven't a moment to lose. Locke. I know. Someone has to sneak into South Figaro to slow down the enemy, right? This is right up your alley. We're counting on you. Terra, wait for me. I won't be gone long. And watch out for a certain lecherous young king who shall remain nameless. That guy moves in like a hawk. Locke! Edgar, old habits die hard, eh? What about us? We can escape down the Lethe River and make our way to Narshe. I'm curious about the Esper they found in the mines. Very well. I'll ready the raft by the back entrance. It's risky, but we don't have much choice at this point. It's not safe here. Come with us to Narshe. It could be a chance for you to gain a better understanding of your own abilities. We've no time to dilly-dally. Let's make for Narshe. Is everyone healed up? Good! Oh, we have Bannon with us now, too. Oh, he can wield the spear. Excellent. So Gauntlet gives 5 defense. You are a stack of hit points, aren't you? If I recall. Yeah. So you could be all defendy. Terra will give you white cape. I guess we're doing that. We might as well. I like the idea of the fact that it's Gauntlet is supposed to allow you to, like, wield... Yeah, so the whole thing is you're two-handing your weapon with the Gauntlet, which gives you increased defense, but also, like, supposed to give you extra attack, too. But he just wears, like, claws on one hand. I don't know how he's dual-wield, like, two-handing that, but... Yes, hop aboard the raft. Head towards Narshe while protecting Bannon at all costs. If Bannon falls in battle, the journey is over. This is nice. All right. straight, left, or right? I can never remember the actual path you're supposed to follow here. We'll go left. Ganon's healing kicks butt. You go into a cave? No. It's so weird seeing some of these sprites in, like, better quality now. Because it's like, oh, that's what that's supposed to be. I guess is the Leaf Bunny problem from earlier all over again. Get some levels going though. Did I pick the right way? Did I? Maybe? Emergency save! And chance to use an ether on Terra just because... You know. Kind of running a... an exocyte. Oh no, he's blind. That's terrible. The guy who does nothing but spam an AoE heal. Which way? I want to say left. I thought up looped us around. I mean, we're getting some decent levels out of this, though. That's... Oh. Well, I don't ever remember there being a recovery bucket right there. Is that added or something I just totally missed? Yay! Where am I going? I mean, this seems like we got, like, the right choices, right? Is this me? I don't know. Oh. What have we got here? You're up a creek without a paddle. I'm not gonna let you through. Does that make me a bad octopus? Ouch! Seafood soup is not on the menu. You just one-shot Terra. Muscleheads. Hate 'em. Oh. Oh no! Oh no! Your ugly mug gives me the creeps! Yep, that's it. I know, that was... Whoa! Aww! Sad Terra! Okay. I don't know. It's like... There's not much more I can do to optimize this. I guess we could just try and give it another go? Oh, wait, what? Oh, it didn't preserve the... I also can't go into the menu. So let's see what this frickin' octopus can do now. So, I'm gonna just set up and see if we can get it. The bigger question here is, can we survive the tentacles? Essentially, the real question is, can we survive, like, an entire round with... Like, I'm not worried. As long as, like, Bannon can get his turn off, he can heal. Sploosh. Glub glub. There it goes. I think it got the point? I wouldn't bet on it. It's probably just hiding down there. Ew! Something stuck to my leg. Terra, get away from there. We should all be alright now. 8-armed freak. I'm gonna smash it with a blitz. No, Sabin. Out of my way, Edgar. Well, he has always been a bit rash. Sabin. Oh, he'll be fine. Are you sure, Bannon? You're his brother. You should know better than any of us. Any second he'll flop back up on the raft right as rain. Ah! I think he missed the onto the raft part. Sabin! Sabin, you're on your own now. Sabin! Bye, Sabin. It was nice to have you in the party. Edgar and Terra race towards Narshe while protecting Bannon. But what of Sabin, who was swept away by the raging waters? And how is Locke faring after having penetrated the Empire's defenses in South Figaro? Is all going according to plan?
Choose a scenario, Cooper!
And this is where we're going to leave it for tonight. We have gotten to the point where the story breaks. There are now 3 different paths that we can take, going in different directions and choosing to follow different characters. From there, we will be picking up next time with... I don't want to say who we're going to pick first. But we'll find out. So with that being said, if you don't want to miss next time, I recommend giving me a follow here on Twitch or check me out on Twitter, where you can see me give updates on exactly when I'm going to be going live next. Best way to find me anywhere else, I suggest Vicarian.com. Spelled just like it says right up there in my name. .com, that's my main website. That's where you're going to find the videos. That's where you're going to find the story summaries. That's where you're going to find links to all the social media and all the different websites that I'm on. From there, it is like the central hub for all things me. So I recommend that as your jumping off point if you want to find anything else about me or anything like that. I also post my stream schedule on there. It's also pinned to my Twitter. It's also posted on the YouTube, on the Twitch channel. All great places to find more information. That way you'll know when we're coming back next time and what scenario, and so you won't miss what scenarios we do next. So, with that said, I'd like to leave off tonight with a big thank you to everyone who tuned in and watched. Whether you were a chatter or a lurker, I appreciate you all the same. You're all great and wonderful people, and I thank you for sharing this experience with me. This game means a lot to me, and I'm happy to be able to share the experience of replaying through it and seeing it once again with all of you. Till next time. Good night.